Okay, so let's go ahead and fulfill the requirements for promoters. Let's see what we can do. So in this case, we're going to use the protected access specifier to give access to the children, but not to the outside world. I hope you've done that when you were doing it yourself. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a method called shared with inner circle. So let's go back, share with inner circle, and then paid ads. So I'm going to say use paid ads, right? So go back here, go to promoter, and the promoter will say, I have protected abstract void, and it's going to say share with inner circle. Okay. How it's going to do it is going to be defined on the inheriting class. So that's one, and then the other is going to be use paid ads. So use paid ads. And the other thing is that the promote is no longer going to be abstract. It's going to be concrete, but we will define these abstract methods, which basically defines how promote works, essentially. So we say this dot share with inner circle. So this is not abstract anymore. Take that out. And then the next one is this use paid ads. All right. So let's do that. And then let's go back to Omnia. And this we can no longer override, but what we can override is the methods within that. So these guys right here, no promote anymore. Take that out. And implement abstract class. So here we go. These are the guys. I'm just going to put them right up there just for readability purposes. Okay, so we have that there. So basically we fulfilled this requirement as well. Now let's actually start creating the constructors. So we know that the writer has first name, last name. So let's go ahead and do that. So our writer right here has a constructor. So we're going to say public writer, and it's going to have first name and last name. So let's do string first name. So first name, string last name. And then we're going to have fields. So private string, I'm going to say first name here, and private, oops, and last name right here. Okay, so then we have to set these fields. So first name equals first name, and this last name equals, oops, keyboard is being a little strange today. Last name is last name. Okay, so I think that does that. Now we need to set them in the child classes. You remember that. So we need to, I'm actually going to take this out and regenerate it. So I'm going to let it regenerate the entire constructor. So this is good to go. And do the same thing with this guy. And let it regenerate itself, so you don't have to write code. Here we go, and that's that. So book writer and blog writer. Let's just see what we have missed so far. So here we go. I think the first name, last name, and this is taken care of for the writer. And then we have this author bio, which is basically a property. So I'm going to go ahead and create that as well. And this is just in the writer. So let's go ahead here, and let's say public string. And I'm going to say author bio, and here we go, get and return. Okay. And I will say string.format, so we can fill in the placeholders. And that's going to give me, so let's actually put that in here. And then I will say, let's see what it wants. Using system, that's cool. And this dot first name, and this dot last name. So essentially what I'm doing is I'm saying it's just a quick property to kind of show our information in a more readable way. That's all that this is, and we're getting that information, you know, quote unquote from the database. So it's going to say my name is whatever the first name and last name that are given in our constructor. So our writer seems to be good to go. The next thing is our promoter. So the promoter is pretty similar, except that we have this extra field, which is cell phone. So we can actually go ahead and copy this guy. And actually, we're going to copy this whole thing and go to promoter. And what we're going to do is we're going to paste that here. And we're going to say the name is different just to match it up, the constructor name with the class name. You already know that. And then I'm going to say int phone, and that, or you know, cell phone, the way it's in the DB, private int phone, so cell phone and cell phone. So that's good to go as well. Let me see. So then we're setting it here. Everything is good here. And then we're going to have to set it in here. So cell phone equals cell phone. Okay. Not that though. Okay. So then I think we are looking good, except that something's not fine here. Ah, it's because I misspelled it. Okay. So cell phone, cell phone, my business card is the next thing. So cell is there, and my business card. So the business card is basically just going to be the first name, last name, and the phone number. So it's not that complicated. Just going to grab this guy, come back here, and it just says 0, 1, 2. So it's 3 properties as placeholders. So first name, last name, and then the third one is the phone. So cell phone number. So we need to use console or using system to be able to get access to the string, and then its methods that are pre-written for it. So just format. And we already took care of the promotion and the steps, and the constructor is there. Now we have to go to its children classes. And as you've seen in the previous writer base class, we need to generate the constructor. So that's good to go. And do the same thing with this guy. Okay, so here we go. And we're looking good. Let's go back once again. Look at our requirements. So we have our property, we have our constructor, property constructor. This is all looking good. This is all looking good. This is all looking good. Now, this entire thing is looking good. The only thing we need to do, left to do, is create the lists. So let's go ahead and do that. We're going to start from the list 1, and it says database has 3 writers and 3 promoters. I mean, it doesn't really matter. What we care about is the lists. So we can be very creative with the texts, and we're going to do that afterwards. But let's actually go ahead and create the list, and then we'll create the text after that. So I'm going to go back, and I'm going to say close these guys. Just once again, clean our dashboard. Save that, and in the program, what I'm going to say is we have a list of, so it's going to be promoters, and let's see, promoters equals new list of promoters, and here we go. We're going to need to import systems collection generic to be able to use the lists. Go back once again. So 2 XS and 1 Omnia, right? So let's do that. So new promoter, or rather not promoter, I apologize. XS club promoter is what we need. And this takes in first name, last name, and cell phone. So first name, I'm going to say John Jones. And I'm going to say 617-555-5555. And then, let's see. Oh, it's because our the number is way larger than an integer can hold. So what we're actually going to do is we're going to go and fix that real quick. We can go to the promoter and change this to long. That'll give us enough space and capacity to store a large number like that. We could have also stored that as a string. That's also not a problem, but Yeah, I'm just storing it as numbers, so it doesn't really matter. You could have done it as a string. You know, won't make much of a difference. So, yeah, let's see. So in this case, I'm not really sure why it's not working. Let's go and try to troubleshoot this real quick. So we have this, and this is already a long, type long. So we have that there, and our promoter is access club promoter. I'm not really sure if it's not taking this in. Let's actually go to access club promoter. That's the thing. So here we go. It's all about the details. You just gotta follow the trail and you eventually will find the bug. So now access club promoter and Omnia club promoter, both, you have to fix that. So one problem out the way. And so to access, so I'm gonna say John Jones, and another, just like Jim Jones, and this one is 618. And then we're gonna have another one called, no, this one is gonna be Omnia. So it's gonna be Omnia club promoter, and let's make this Jane Jones. Okay. And this is going to be new. You have to use the reserved keyword new to instantiate the class and get an object out of it. And 619555555. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Cool. Okay, we got our first list down. Let's actually copy that. And we're gonna keep the names the same because it's not really about that. It's about us getting the requirements down. That's really the important part here. And list 2, we have 3 writers, 2 book writers and 1 blog writer. So 2 book writers, first of all, make this in 2 writers, and 2 book and 1 blog. 2 book and 1 blog. So writers. So this is going to be a book writer, and a blog writer. Cool. Get these the phones out because we don't have that parameter in our book writer and blog writer because we don't have it in our writer base class, and this should do that. Then we have a list 3, which is going to have 2 bodybuilders of any type. That has to be access club promoter. Now let's go back here. And we're going to say this list holds I bodybuilders. And I'm going to say bodybuilders. So body. And this is going to be, let me see. This is going to be access club promoter. So once again, John, and then another one, Jim. You already know those guys. So the reason why it's underlined, by the way, is because we haven't put the cell phone numbers in. So we're going to add those up. Here we go. As you can see, they're accepted in the iBodybuilder types. And then we're going to copy and paste that. And let's see. List 4 is going to have 2 vloggers, any type. So I'm going to choose 2 vloggers. I'm going to choose 1 blog writer, another one access club promoter, just so that you can see how it combines unrelated groups. And so let's do exactly that. I'm going to go back here and I'm going to say vloggers. I'm going to say I vlogger. One is access club promoter. Another one is going to be new. Let's grab this guy. So let's grab Jim. Bring him down here. He's also a vlogger. See, they fit into the same list. So we'll also have the list ready. So then we want to see how promoters promote, how artists write, how bodybuilders work out, how vloggers vlog. And we can be creative with the text. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go and I'm going to write a for each loop for each of these guys. And I'm going to say for each. So var promoter in promoters. All right. And I'm going to say promoter dot promote. Okay. And I'm going to use the same thing for writers. And this is going to just say writer. And writer is going to write. So here we go. Same thing for bodybuilders and vloggers. So let's see. Okay. And workout. And then I'm going to put the last one down here. So let's see. Vlogger, vlog. Okay. Dot vlog. Cool. So here we go. Now all we need to do is go and fill in all of the messages that we want it to show. And then we should be good to go. So let's go one by one. So the blogger says I vlog. Cool. Let's see what it should say. So I will say console.writeLine. And then we're going to have to import this guy, as you already know. And I'm going to say I vlog using my GoPro. Okay. That's what I'm going to say. So that's what Blogger does. And then I'm going to say I write. So this one is for the blogger. I write in my blog. I write for my own blog. Okay, very simple. Just kind of making sure it works. Book. This also has a vlog, so I'm going to say I vlog using my iPhone. Alright. Just a different implementation of the same method. So this is polymorphism right here, guys. So let's see. So console, we need to use system. Cool. Let's see if I put a period on the other one. Yes, I did. Just to keep it consistent. I write books. All right. Once again, just keeping it simple. iBodybuilder doesn't do nothing. It's just an empty interface. Vlogger, empty interface. Omnia Cloud Promoter. Use paid ads. So I'm gonna say I use Google AdWords for paid ads, right? So then that's that guy. Takes care of that. And then share with the inner circle. I'm going to say I share with my friends. Okay. And that's that for the Omnia program. This is what we already had. This doesn't really need much on it. And then the writer doesn't really need much on it as well. And then the XS Club Promoter. So this is the guy here. Let's see. I will say for use paid ads, I will say I use Facebook ads. Okay. So that's that. And then I will say for share with inner circle, I will say I share with my Instagram followers. All right. Share with my Instagram followers. Capitalize that just for the hell of it. And then I am here. The vlog, I will say I use a professional, or I will say I use DSLR in order to vlog. And I will say I work out at my house. Okay. So here we go. Now we have everything filled out, and in the next video we'll be running it and just kind of going over the structure and just talking about what we've done so far.